Hello and welcome to my greenhouse. Hopefully the pattering rain won't be too distracting. Anne's asked me to talk about opportunities during lockdown. It's been an interesting time for all of us, affecting us in many different ways. But if you bear with me, I'd like to start before lockdown, which seems ages ago now. Here at Christchurch, we'd already started work on a project looking to provide very basic facilities for the church, a kitchen and toilets, and some more open space to enable a wider range of activities and services. We consulted widely, and it was very heartening to hear how enthusiastically people engaged. We received over 100 written responses, virtually all supportive, and the majority from outside the congregation. I'd just like to give you a flavour by sharing a few quotes. A friendly and caring community, an amazing place to bring little ones. My daughter loves going in. A welcoming community involving the school children. A big building with lots of potential. Bringing people together, a lovely warm feel, a lovely place for worship. I've never been in before, it's beautiful. It's a great space in the centre of our community, and it could be well supported. We had lovely chats with the people here. It was lovely to be welcomed. Thank you. And we'd like to try and give you a grant to restore your guardian angels. This refers to the unrestored paintings of archangels on the west wall of the church. So as a result of the positive feedback, we reframed our project to give it a real community focus and to include those restoration works that would lift the nave and the entire building. We looked more widely for grants, and we seemed to tick most of the boxes for Heritage Lottery funding. Then came lockdown and the grant scheme closed. We had to rethink. We could have stopped and waited, but instead we've got on and continued work on other grant applications. The support that we received through consultation gave us a firm foundation for making grant applications for the project and seeking to open up our church so that it can better serve the needs of our community. And of course, providing that much needed open space, the kitchen and the toilets that will enable that community use. The restoration works may have to wait a while, but we're still hunting for grants and funding. We have also started fundraising in a very modest way, and this has had its own benefits. The Mayfair was cancelled, so we couldn't have our usual plant stall, but the seedlings were already growing and looking for new homes. So instead we offered an email and telephone plant delivery service. It was great to chat to people or email back and forth as they ordered their plants, and people seemed really appreciative of receiving their mainly tomato plants that they could care and nurture during what was for many lonely lockdown time. But we also put the rest of our plants out on a stall at our farm gate here on the street. And we took that opportunity to publicise the Future for Christchurch project, asking for £1 for each plant. Passers-by loved it. They were really appreciative of being able to buy plants, but they also stopped to chat, not only about plants, but also about Christchurch and the project. One man that I've never met before said, "I don't need any plants, but here's £5. Your project sounds fantastic." And so far we've raised over £650, far more than we ever raised on our plant stall at the Mayfair. And we've been out there discussing a future for Christchurch with people that we would have probably never met had it not been for lockdown. There's obviously a long way to go in terms of fundraising. £650 doesn't even scratch the surface. But I guess what the whole consultation and these chats that we've had during lockdown has shown us is that there's a lot of community goodwill and support. And if we look up and out, hopefully we'll find it. We may need to do things differently, as we've had to do over the last few months, but sometimes this in itself can be good and can open up new opportunities.